On Christmas Day, one of the things that you need to do is be okay asking yourself the same question about some of the mental and emotional things that occur at Christmas time. We talk a lot about food over the holidays, not just Christmas, but this entire holiday season. But what are some of the mental and emotional things that you can do to make sure that you're happy? For me, it's about setting boundaries. And I set boundaries that I keep to myself. It's like Shannon said, the only person I have this conversation with is me, myself, and I. But I'm the one that knows internally when I need to step away, because we do have such large family gatherings. Then it's okay for me to step away. It's okay for me to take Tyler's advice and go for a walk around the block. It's okay for me to remove myself from a conversation that I might not be comfortable having. We all know when you get with big groups of people, oftentimes conversations can lead into directions that not everybody's comfortable having. You don't have to stay and have a conversation that you're not comfortable having. Just politely excuse yourself. Nobody else needs to know that you've set that boundary. But I will say, make sure you know when you're going in that these are my boundaries. This is what I need to do to protect my mental and emotional health, and give yourself permission to do it. Just because it's the holidays doesn't mean you can't set and keep the same boundaries that you have for yourself throughout the year. So keep that in mind, because it can be an emotional roller coaster for a lot of people.
That's a good point. And if you do decide that you're not eating the pie and you're going to continue to eat if you're going to pre-pack your meal and bring it with you and have your healthy food that you have control over, that's completely your prerogative. And nobody is allowed to guilt you into oh, come on, it's the holidays. No, if you've thought it over and you've decided for yourself that you don't feel like you're missing a whole lot by not eating the pie and you want to continue to do what you're committed to doing, then go for it. You rock. Complete support for you. Yeah. Just know that there's not a pressure. You don't have to do any of these things. If you do eat the pie today, you can come back tomorrow and get back. You can get back and beyond where you currently are. Right. And if you don't, then it's like you've worked out your resiliency muscle again, and it makes you even that more your willpower that much stronger for the future.
Yeah. Well, and it's all about listening to your internal guidance, right? That stuff that works for you. The other thing that I like to bring up is that not everybody feels the same way about the holidays. Some people like to kind of pull back and be reflective and maybe not get involved in all the activities. Others like to be in the middle of the hustle and bustle, and just recognize that everybody feels differently about the holidays. Some people might feel badly if somebody doesn't participate in a great big family activity. And sometimes people like to sit back and watch. That's the greatest joy, is being a spectator for those things. So don't assume just because somebody's not in the middle of the hustle and bustle of some activity doesn't mean they're not enjoying themselves as well. Everybody's going to express how they want to connect in their own way. And silence isn't necessarily sadness for people. So just keep that in mind. I think we tend to think that people need to celebrate the same way that we want to celebrate, and it's different for everybody. So kind of think about that and honor that when you see people choosing differently.